Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to rank the top 5 dinosaur kill animations in Jurassic World Evolution. Now, Jurassic World Evolution does have a little bit of a problem where it has a lack of animations, but the devs have been better. There have been new animations added quite a few times now, and even if the variety on animation kills, especially with the large carnivores, is a little bit lacking, the quality of the animations is really, really good. So we're going to look at 5 of the best ones, and by 5 of the best ones, I generally mean 5 of the most brutal ones. And this is my personal top 5, but I'd love to hear your suggestions down below. There's definitely a couple I could have included that I didn't. And we're going to kick things off over here on our first exhibit. We're just going to knock out some walls here, because this first one is a dinosaur on human kill with the Dilophosaurus, who is suddenly a threat. And he's charging in. She's charging in. I've made myself a nice active park. Lots of people. Lots of now screaming people. And we follow the Dilophosaurus. And we will talk about the kill as it happens. She's going to find someone. Oh, there she is. Right, so the first thing that happens. The woman falls over for no apparent reason. I admit this has happened with pretty much every kill, and it is always silly. The Dilophosaurus pops out the crest. The frill, I should say. Very, very cool. That's why I like it, really. The dilo in this game looks a bit odd, because the frill is basically always down. But when it goes for the kill, it looks like a proper Dilophosaurus. That's the bit you like. That is a unique animation. Look at that beauty. The dilo spitting out the tar, poison sort of concoction. Yes, it's absolute nonsense, but it's Jurassic Park nonsense, and we love it. It fires forward. What I was really disappointed with, I will say, is that this didn't translate into other dinosaur kills. It would have been really cool if the dilo could blind other dinosaurs before a kill, but the spit doesn't really do much other than look awesome. But you can see it there, mid-air. She was actually on her front. She was on her front and crawling away, logically not looking at the Dilophosaurus. She decides to turn around and look directly towards the spit, because she's a very stupid woman, and then blur hits her in the eyes. You can see there straight away she covers her eyes. She's like, oh, doing the whole Dennis Nedry thing. Again, it'd be nice if it actually showed it, but since these aren't real people, that's not going to happen. Anyways, so she's all blinded, she's Dennis Nedry. Dilo's a little bit curious, and then ram! And then a nice little kill, just bites around the neck, bites around the head. Well done, Dilo. Well done. Number 2 on my list, because I actually remember the new animation and had to rearrange my list slightly. We're going back to another dinosaur on human kill. They tend to be a little bit less elaborate, but there are some really cool ones. We've had the Dilo, but my favourite dinosaur on human kill is absolutely the Troodon, and we're going to release this little bad boy into the wild, like so. Get ourselves a little bit of dinosaur. Tell you what, you're not allowed any food. There you go. Let's make you threatening. Come on, buddy. Just gonna walk around, huh? Just really don't like me, do you? No. BestInSlot's doing a YouTube video. Better do nothing. Thanks, pal. There we go, dinosaur threat has begun. Look, I mean, first of all, I really just like the way the Troodon runs. It's got this kind of slinky, low to the ground, torpedo kind of look going on. Charges forward. They're very agile little creatures. Really feel unique amongst the rest of the Jurassic World Evolution cast, which is absolutely something they've been a lot better at recently. Those little pop, they're like birds, aren't they? They really are. They even make these little bird-like clicks, kind of like Compsognathus in the films. Okay, so find somebody. Again, the person is just going to fall over for no apparent reason. The Troodon, like, proper, just lowers itself to the... It's like a cat. You see when a cat is about to leap on something, like a bird in the back garden, or a human that it particularly doesn't like, and it kind of it hunches down onto its haunches, like gets really low to the ground, so it gives itself this sort of jumping burst power, and that is exactly what the Troodon does as well. This dude is, well, he's not gonna have a good time, is he? Troodon leaps forward, man falls over for reasons of science. It looks a little like Kanye West. Really should have just done a runner, really, but not really sure what he's doing. But the Troodon leaps forward. Isn't the biggest jump in the world, actually. I've got to say, the feet barely leave the ground. Onto his back. The man crawls forward, which I really like, just that kind of desperate grasping at the ground, dragging your body away from this attacking dinosaur. It reminds me in some ways of the Compsognathus from The Lost World, and that is my favourite death scene in the films, so that's why I really like it. He then turns around to look at the thing about to eat his face, because he's a bit of a madman, what can I say? Troodon kind of, again, you see there, just turning its head side to side a little bit, like the Dilo does, like a bird. It's very curious, just kind of eyeing up his prey a little bit, and then opens its maw, dives forward. Man's like, ah. See that brilliant acting there? Man's like, ah. Dives forward, bites his arm, tears it to the side so that it's got access to his like the main body, and then just dives in, does the same thing again, pulls the arms away, and then dives in for the neck. It's a really, really cool kill animation. It is absolutely awesome. That kind of visceral brutality it has, more than most other creatures in the game, where it just wants to desperately tear this guy to shreds. You know, it's ripping his arms away just so it can get at his neck. I really, really like it. Number 3 on our list, ladies and gentlemen, is the Indoraptor. This is, of course, a kill taken straight out of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is one that kind of represents the fight of Blue versus the Indoraptor, but it has a very different ending. So let's make sure they don't have any food, just to incentivize themselves to kill each other a little bit. Give them a second. Give the sizing each other up. There they go. Some little bites. It's the kill animation in particular we're looking for here. Raptor does what it can, but what it can do is rubbish. Raptor goes down to 1% health, I assume. Yep, 1% health is the kill point. So the first thing that does, so again, just like Blue in Fallen Kingdom, the Raptor wraps around. It kind of stretches its body a little bit weirdly. This is actually a big problem with the animations in this game sometimes, because they're all kind of taken from the same animations. Sometimes the bodies don't really fit that well. The ceratopsid kills in particular, which don't make this list, I'm just going to say, they could have made this list, they did make this list initially, but the ceratopsid kills in particular have this problem where the bodies kind of elongate and stretch in really weird directions because the animation simply can't handle the bodies. But the raptor dives around to the left, the Indoraptor kind of snaps at it, it's like, what are you doing, son? Look at that, I mean, that's bizarre looking. It looks like he's wearing a giant, weird poncho. Anyways, the Raptor jumps to the left, swings around over onto the top of the Indoraptor, just like Blue does. The Indoraptor's kind of snapping at it, and get off me. Spins around, tries to bite, grabs it by the tail, swings it down past in front of it. Raptor slams into the ground. Not looking great, if we're honest. Looking a little bit worse for wear. Gonna take a thumbnail. And then the Indoraptor dives in, clamps its jaws again around the neck. It's always the neck, which makes a lot of sense. That's kind of, look, I've eaten many a person in my time, and I tend to go for the neck, you know. Let's ignore what I just said. Anyways, so it goes for the neck, bites it, and the raptor goes down. It's just a really unique animation, and the game really lacked for those. You'll see that most of the 3 of these so far have been dinosaurs that were added to the game post-release. 2 of these so far, but the next one as well. They were added to the game post-release because, I don't know, the animations were lacking in variety, and they really boosted that up with some interesting new dinosaurs. For our penultimate kill, we're going to move over to the Iguanodon. Now, I did already have the Iguanodon in this list in 2nd place, but I remembered, of course, the Iguanodon has a unique animation when dealing with small carnivores, and it is an awesome, awesome animation. It's absolutely one we want to include in this list, so let's release our Velociraptor. I did have the Iguanodon's other kill, where it jams the thumb spike through the neck of a carnivore, also in this list, but it's been downgraded in favour of this much, much better one. And again, this is showcasing the new unique animations that dinosaurs have. The biggest problem it has right now, animation-wise, is that the large carnivores are too samey, but we shall see. Iguanodon's not interested, just having a little bit of a map. That was meal and nap in one sentence. Don't know why nap got in there at all. Iguanodon's hungry, gonna have a snack. That's the word I was looking for, snack. And then, oh, there's a Velociraptor. I guess I could fight the Velociraptor. I guess. I mean, if you're gonna get all picky about it. Strolls forward, casually, just eating, you know, you don't want to fight necessarily straight after eating, you want to chill for a little bit. It's like swimming after eating, which is a myth, but that's not the point. Alright, now, if I was the raptor, I'd be backing off at this point in time, I've got to say. Boof! Just the default slap is very cool. We're going to try to catch that again in a second. Mid-slap. There we go, mid-slap, ladies and gentlemen, sort of. There's actually no contact there right now, but that thumb claw is literally about to drive. That should be a kill, really. I mean, that thumb claw is about to drive through the skull of the Velociraptor. It is brutal. Bam. Raptor goes down to 1 health, and then let's catch this animation in action. So, what happens is, Raptor, feeling a little bit worse for wear, a little bit weary, starts to move forward, Swings around to the left. Iguanodon turns to match it. He's like, what you up to, buddy boy? Swings around. He's going for kind of like the same attack he did on the Indoraptor, where he swings around to the left and jumps up onto the back of the dinosaur. Iguanodon's not going to stand for that though, is he? Because Iguanodon rears back, lifts his right leg, as the raptor, you can see the raptor there, jumping up towards the top. Gotta try to catch this. Oh, raptor's getting higher, the leg's coming up. And didn't quite get it, but the kick comes out and boots the raptor across the exhibit. It is such a cool animation. It's definitely my... I feel like I should have put it in first place. I've just watched it again. I'm thinking, yeah, that was really, really cool. It's just so original within the game. It just gives it a lot of novelty, and it's awesome. But there is still one more to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move over here to the final exhibit. We are going to put down a goat. And we're going to release an Indominus Rex. One of only two that is in the default game, but the Indominus Rex, because of its size, because of its long arms for the, the larger theropods, it does have some unique animations. And the way it kills goats makes me incredibly happy. Probably doesn't make the goat incredibly happy, but it does make me incredibly happy. So let's see what happens. I mean, we don't, like, everyone already knows what's happening. Wait, is there a goat? There is a goat, right. Indominus is charging forward. Goat is oblivious. Now, they've kind of, you see just there, there's a little snap as the Indominus locks into the animation. The goat is now trapped. The goat can't move. The goat is oblivious and just going to stand here. You see this with the T-Rex as well, for example, and other large carnivores. The goat will stand still, the carnivores sneak up behind them somehow, and then just, the goats are stupid. Let's put it that way. The goats are stupid. But whereas the other large carnivores will sneak forward and then just bite down on the goat, and it's pretty cool. You can see the Indominus Rex here already lifting up his right arm. And just picks the goat up. I love it. I don't know why that makes me so happy. Just picks. It's so human in a way, It's so human, or like modern primates and stuff like that. It just doesn't feel like a dinosaur thing to do, and that makes me really happy. Just picks it up and shoves it in its mouth. That's it. That's all I wanted for that one. Just picks it up and just like it's grabbing food off the shelf. I really, really like that animation. It's maybe not the most brutal one. The kick, the Dilo, the Troodon kill is probably the most brutal kill in the entire game, I would say. Maybe the Ceratopsid kill as well, but the Ceratopsids have those weird stretchy bodies, so I didn't want to include them. But we could have included that. The default carnivore kill, the large carnivore kill, is really cool. It's too common, but the way they fight, the way they sort of drive forward and push them down to the ground and snap over the neck is a really cool animation. I just wish they had a little bit more variety. But these 5 are 5 of my absolute favourite animations in the whole game. 5 of those brutal, 5 of the coolest kills in the whole game. Did I miss your favourite off the list, or would you have rearranged these slightly? I may put the Iguanodon at top, I'm not going to lie. But beyond that, let me know what you think in the comments down below. How would you change this list up? What is your favourite animation? And hopefully, this month, on the 18th, in 13 days, we are going to get a new update for Jurassic World Evolution that we think includes one new super secret dinosaur. Now, if you're only going to bring in one super secret new dinosaur, doesn't it make sense to make that dinosaur a little bit original? Maybe give it some unique animations? So we'll have to wait and see, but I'm praying that this is a direction. I'm praying the Iguanodon is the direction they go through for the future. That's how they take every dinosaur leading on from now, because it is by far the coolest set of animations in the game. Okay, thanks for joining me. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.